Welcome to the wonderful world of Waikato Sheds. It brings me amazing pride to have this awesome video where we're going to go from the start to the finish of this awesome shed we've built here in Morrinsville. You're going to get to meet Roy, Shane, Tony, Sean, Paul, Mike. The whole crew is going to be here as we go from the sand pad all the way to the completed project. So have a watch, enjoy, and let's go and see how we built this amazing shed.
Hey there, welcome to the wonderful world of Waikato Sheds. I'm Shane, Operations Manager here at Waikato Sheds, and we're here at Morrinsville checking out A1 Bobcats do a dig out for a 360 square metre shed for Menz Shed Morrinsville. Thought it would be a perfect opportunity to have a little look at what's involved to do a dig out for one of our sheds. Let's go catch up with Roy and see what he does. Hey Roy, how's things mate?
Yeah, not bad.
Come tell me what you're doing.
How's it going, man?
How you going?
Well, pretty much here. We're just building a new foundation for the Menz shed here in Morrinsville.
Yep.
With the geotech that we had come out, said that we don't really need to do any dig outs. It's just, what I'm doing here is just breaking up the rock that's on site so we can get our pegs down for the boxing and so the boys aren't here days on end whacking pegs
Trying
in.
to dig into rock?
Yeah.
For sure.
So they'll come to us, say, right, you need to dig out X amount depth, have it inspected, then we backfill with sand, compact it all as we come up. They come back, recheck it all, and then the next process is concrete. But for instance here, we've already got the go-ahead that we've got a good enough ground to work on. So with here, we're just doing the edge details. Then I'll use our sharp grade and just laser level the sand out to our desired height.
Yeah. And the Bobcats are really cool these days with the laser levels. They just get the sand just so flat.
Oh, they do.
Right? Yeah.
I think that there was it. I can get a whole site within 2 mil.
Yeah, that's amazing. Yeah, and that's really important. If your pad's a little bit out, then obviously you're paying more for concrete.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's important to get your sand at a really nice level base. It's been a pleasure working with you guys.
Yeah.
We appreciate what you do.
No worries.
Cheers, Roy. Appreciate it.
Pleasure working with you guys.
Cool.
Welcome to the wonderful world of Waikato Sheds, everybody. Today is an awesome day. We're here in the mighty Morrinsville and we're getting the concrete slab laid for the Menz shed. 363 square metres of awesomeness this place is going to be for all the local dudes around Morrinsville to enjoy, hang out and have a great place. But let's pop inside and see what's going on inside this slab, because this is a special one. She ain't no normal concrete slab. Young Sean's not here. He's been cooling in sick on the Mondays and Tuesdays. It's already Wednesdays, so I'm going to jump in myself. Awesome. As I said, young Sean's not here. We've got slightly more mature Sean from A1 Bobcats. The guys are working hard laying the slab. Now we look at it and you can obviously see this isn't all just concrete. There's a whole lot of steel, a whole lot of polystyrene making it float. Titus Engineering have designed all of this. Due to the geotech report here, it's good solid ground. It used to be a railway yard here, but there's liquefaction possibilities, so they've designed this specific floor. There's a huge amount of steel in here. What have you guys done to tie this all together, and what are we looking at? Why is there a big space here, Sean?
This particular space here is because with steel mesh you can only span for a certain distance, so many meters, and then you have to do a free joint, which they call a cold joint. So it's basically two separate slabs.
Okay.
And you'll see these rods through here, and they've got pink on them. They've got grease on one half.
Yeah.
So that half can slide through the concrete, and the other half is rigid.
So the slab can move like so.
Yeah,
excellent.
yeah. So that's that. There's only one of those on this floor. That's all you need for that length, because that works out perfect.
We've got offices over this side, so we've got some plumbing in here. What sort of work have you got to do to allow for the plumbing services?
The other contractors come in and do the pipes, but we just have to cut pods around the pipes. There's a little bit of work involved in doing that. Yeah, a lot of work actually trying to measure them out, get them right.
So that's laser plumbing here at Morrinsville. They've done all of this. And then you got these joints running through here.
These ones are load bearing.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, so it's carrying extra load. That'll be pinpoints from the building.
Yeah.
So there's 3 or 4 of those throughout the building, but yeah, they're all for that, for load bearing.
So they're going to be bringing up electricity through at that point there, are they?
Yes, they are, yep.
It's a laser electrical here in Morrinsville. Have done that one as well.
Yep. They may wonder why we are using the polystyrene pods on this floor, which is designed for soft ground. But in this ground, it was actually so hard that we couldn't penetrate it to do the footings. So this was a design that suited the ground here. Yeah. And you also get insulation out of it. Basically a floating type of floor that does not need to penetrate into the ground. It's a really good design, good to work with.
How much concrete is going to be going into it?
67 cubic metres.
Awesome.
Which at 5 metres per truck, a few truckloads.
Yeah, so we're looking almost 14 truckloads coming in from Bowers. They're helping out the Menz shed as well, so I think it'd be pretty cool if we could check out Bowers concrete plant and see where it all comes from. All right, well thanks Sean, it's great work, great job.
Great to talk to you guys.
And yeah, dude's working hard, so we better leave him to it, eh?
Yep, I'll go back to work. Thank you.
Awesome, so we're here at Bowers Concrete in Morrinsville. Johnny, thanks for showing us around. What goes into concrete?
At the moment we've got 19 mil standard tip, 10 mil standard tip, a bit of dust and a bit of sand.
Get dispensed into there, then get mixed up.
Gets weighed up. Each material gets weighed up. Cement weighs up all at the same time and starts going into the truck.
So the cement's all coming out of the silos there, then it's going into the truck?
Yeah.
It's a bit of a magic process, isn't it, concrete?
Yeah, it's pretty cool how it all works, yeah.
So how many trucks would you guys normally be filling up a day here?
About 30, 40 loads. Today we're looking at about 250, 260 cube today.
And so is it normally just going into concrete slabs here? Is this the predominant what you guys will do, or what?
Yeah, we're doing a lot of industrial buildings at the moment.
Yeah.
Wallace's, Greenleys, Waikato Dairy Factory, a few house floors up at the new subdivision at Lockerbie. Yep. Yeah, just a bit of footings and a bit of commercial.
Yeah, bit of everything,
Bit of everything, yeah.
Awesome, so Bowers are legends in the concrete game, awesome supporters of Morrinsville and the Menz shed. Cheers for what you guys are doing, and cheers for all the work that helps build the mighty country in New Zealand, eh?
Oh, well, no worries, thank you.
Awesome, all right, we'll better get back to the slab. Awesome, so we're back here at the Menz shed slab. It was cool seeing Bowers. Sam, good to see you, man.
Good to see you too.
What are the guys up to here? What have we got going on here?
So we got the man on the vibrator. He's basically filling all the air bubbles, which is in the things, just pulling them all out and then taking all the air out. Then we got Mark, who's preparing the concrete to get screeded. And then we got our man Sam on the screed, who's screeding the concrete all flat. And then we got this man on the pump placing it for us, so yeah.
Awesome, so it takes a real team effort to get it all done?
Yeah, no, it's a team effort, all right, yeah.
Awesome, man, I'll let you get back to it.
Right, so cheers, thank you.
The fog is gone, the sun is out, it's great. I'm here with Tony from Titus Consulting, the engineer that did the slab. Tony, good to meet you, mate.
Jason. Yep.
Now, I was discussing it with Sean from A1 earlier today, how this slab came about and what we did, but you're the man that designed it and that, so talk us through how you designed the slab, what you took into account.
Yeah, thanks Jason. So the slab is primarily, the design is driven by liquefaction. The whole of Morrinsville, the whole area is largely considered liquefiable, which is when you get a big earthquake, potentially the ground could become really soft and you can get a lot of settlement and things like that. So it's a shed, it's a Menz shed, but fundamentally it's a commercial building. So we did a detailed liquefaction analysis. In a big earthquake, you're probably going to get about 100 mils of vertical settlement. And so the slab is designed to be resilient in those circumstances. Now, what that means is the slab could cantilever 2 meters. So in reality, you could come to the corner of the slab and you could dig out underneath it for a distance of about 2 meters.
Really?
And the whole slab is just going to stand up. So it's designed for 2 meters of cantilever and up to 4 meters of suspension. So you could theoretically in the middle dig out a hole 4 meters underneath the slab and the whole thing should stand up. So that's what drives the slab design from a liquefaction perspective. Otherwise, it's designed to support the superstructure, which is the shed,
Yeah.
and then any use inside, which is basically a light industrial use. I think it's about 5 kilopascals of working load. It's a raft foundation, so people always talk about a rib raft. That basically it is a rib raft type of foundation, a waffle raft foundation on 1 meter centers with polystyrene pods on the inside. The other interesting thing is the concrete has got fiber in it.
Yeah.
So the fiber provides shear reinforcement for that liquefaction scenario.
So that's steel mesh fibre.
Yep.
That's all throughout it.
Steel mesh fiber. Yep.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean those are the basics of it. There's a big construction joint which you can't see now, but down the middle, a cold joint, and that's just to allow expansion and contraction of the whole slab or any sort of differential movement. Yeah, but it's a relatively standard foundation these days. I think 10 years ago you didn't do a lot of these, but nowadays, especially across the flat areas of the Waikato, this is a very common type of foundation.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot more of it. One of the things we did before we got this project was we actually got Tony and Titus to do a geotech report and soil conditions. That way we could accurately figure out what type of slab we'd need it and then the cost for it as well. So if you're looking at a shed, talk to us, talk to Titus, get the soil reports first, and then we can know what we're dealing with. So that's great. All right, thanks Tony.
Thanks Jason. Cheers
mate.
Bye.
Awesome, welcome to Morrinsville and the wonderful world of Waikato Sheds. We've got a beautiful late June day here on the Menz shed. We're here with the shed master, Paul. What do we got going on here at the moment today, Paul?
We've got sun and rain and wind. So what we're about to try and get the walls out of the ground. It's a bit of a lean-to going on. Interesting build this for the men's shed. It'll be cool actually. So because we're up against a bit of wind, we're just going to tighten up that end, get the roof all fixed so it's not going to blow away, and I think we'll call it a day. Work on the end walls maybe, but 3.5 stud, 11 degree, lean-to with all their office and toilets, and it's a cool little build this one. I'm looking forward to seeing it finished actually. If this weather isn't helping us too much, it's off and on, but that's winter.
So talk me through how you guys are going to do this one, because looks like you guys are obviously building all the walls on the ground and you're standing them and then you're putting the...
Yeah, well, don't give that away, that's our secret. But what we will do is we'll lift this wall, prop it, and then we're going to put the legs in and we'll build off, get all these legs in place, and then we'll use all that portal to brace this wall and hold this up, So once we get that one up and brace, the back's broken really, it'll be pretty easy. But it's not going to happen today unfortunately with the wind, although it's beautiful at the moment.
That's it. It was pouring down 5 seconds ago, but no, it's cool.
I think the men's shed will be very happy with this one.
Yeah, I think the guys are stoked and the progress is going on well, especially considering the time of the year, so no, it looks good. Welcome to the wonderful world of Waikato Sheds. We are in the heart of dairy country, beautiful Morrinsville. We're here with Bronick. We're going to take him on a tour. Hello Bronick.
Hello again.
Alright, Menz Shed Morrinsville. This masterpiece has been under construction for a while. You've seen us talk about the site works with Roy. You've seen us go through the concreting with Sean and Tony. Now it's a chance for me to walk through it with Bronick, show the finished product. We also got to catch up with Paul as well. Now, I've been dealing with Colin and Gary from the Menz Shed for probably about 3 years. I've been looking at getting a new spot. Mike and I did a bit of a visit down to their old spot. Maybe we could roll that reel and see what their old spot looked like. Awesome. So as you know, we're building the new Menz shed here, HQ, down Canada Street here in Morrinsville. But it's always interesting to stop back and see where they've come from. So we're here at the Morrinsville Menz shed that's been existing for a few years here, and it's been awesome. Let's just have a quick little breakdown, Mike. What are we looking at in this shed on the outside? What do you notice? Because this is a little different to a Waikato Shed's shed.
Well, interesting here, we got no gutter. The rain will just hit this high pitch and just come straight down, which is different.
Interesting overhang. It'll be interesting to see the drone footage if there's an internal gutter or what sort of setup is actually going on there. I like how this, instead of the bird brush, it's actually a piece of timber that's been put up in there. That's cool. But either way, good shed, nailed on. Back in the day, no impact drivers, just a solid forearm. But let's jump inside and have a look at what's been going on in this shed. It's a little bit cramped, but it's full of cool tools, so let's come inside. All right, so one of the things is the Menz shed as a concept in here in Morrinsville has been so popular that you've got a lot of tools, a lot of people have donated to it, and you're running out of space. I mean, you can immediately come in here and you see that we've got drop saws,
lathe there, a wide selection of handheld tools there.
Yeah, drill press. They're obviously doing some furniture restoration for the community here, which is really cool. There's a whole lot of really cool little things going on inside here. But yeah, they need the room to expand, so it's obviously going to be great in the new spot. More room, higher pitched stud in a nice big clear span area. You can see from this shed here, you got this awesome post here holding it up. It's all interesting, to say the least, how it's been designed and put together. But you come on through here, you've even got a welding zone down the back here. Watch my head. So inside here, you got the old press here, multiple compressors, gas, then you got an engineering lathe there for the metal work, more undercover stuff, great projects. So storage was obviously a problem, but then you've been building some cool things. I grabbed something down because I just want to show you the quality of this and the sort of stuff that these guys are producing. All right, so have a look at this.
Ooh.
Whoa, Thomas the Tank Engine rocking horse motorbike. Doesn't that say Morrinsville? Like, that is pretty damn awesome. My little Mikey would have loved to have been riding this one back in the day. Big fan, old Thomas, the tanked engine. So that's awesome. So yeah, cool to see what's going on here, see the old place, and it's going to be great to see these guys in their new place and helping out the community and doing cool things. Awesome. All right. Thanks guys. We'll see you back at the new shed. Now that we've seen that and we've had a bit of a catch up on what their old shed looks like, let's come through and see this new one. So what we've got here is a design that we've worked in with the guys Colin and Gary, and then Northern Consulting Engineers, NCE, Dylan, my man, he's designed the structure of the shed. We know that Tony from Titus has designed the slab, and then Dave from New Vision has done the architectural fit out for the lunchroom, office areas and that in here. And so they specified the joinery. As a joiner, what do you think of this joinery you're looking at here?
Very nice, it's very straight. You can't see the edges, which is the way it should be. No, it's good.
All right, now who did this beautiful joinery for us?
It was City Glass.
Oh, we guessed it right. City Glass, our friends. Thank you, Pete, Scott, Kate and the team. All right, so let's come on through. Now normally we're looking at ranch sliders. Today we've got a French door. If the client wants it, we'll deliver it. So come in, the guys have got a little hook on there as well. So that's great. Come on inside and let's have a look. All right, we're inside this 363 square meter masterpiece. Now this has been great and we've been helped out with a lot of suppliers. As mentioned, City Glass certainly came to the party. All the plumbing and the electrical in here is getting done by Laser Electrical based here in Morrinsville. So shout out to you guys, awesome to work with. New Zealand steel, we love it because it's strong and we're supporting New Zealand industry from the mill to the factories in Auckland and then the factories here in Hamilton providing jobs for the good people of New Zealand. We've got Watergate Plus from Kingspan in the walls here. Thermocraft in the ceiling, also from Kingspan. It looks great. The guys have done a fantastic job on it. Now when we spec this place out, this is all going to be office, chill out rooms here, and then all of that's going to be a ginormous workshop. So I put 6 industrial whirlybirds in there, take out all the hot air, but then I also put clear lights down the south side of the shed to provide lots of natural light. So you can see there's no lights on in here, but it's great. It's clear, it's easy to see, so you can wait for once there's some nice big LED high bays. It's going to be fantastic. Strength by design, we've got some nice tidy knee braces and apex braces in there. Then we've also got our Metalcraft insulated panel doors at either end, providing fire access, but also just access from either end of the shed. And then garage doors, come to the party with Dominator, and we've installed these amazing roller doors. Shout out to young Sean, he's not here, but he'd love to see motors on the roller doors as well. Sean's not interested in chains and having to drag it up. No. He likes the press of a button. So what are your thoughts in here, Bronner?
This is pretty awesome, Jace. I mean, I love the fact that we've got these whirlybirds and they're as quiet as anything. I also love the fact that, you know me, I love sheds.
Ooh,
I love sheds, I live for sheds. But what's really cool is when we're doing sheds for the community. And this is one that I think we should be very proud of.
Oh, that's it. I can tell I'm very proud of this one, and it's took a lot of effort to get it together. We had to make sure the price was right and everything else, but we knew that it's a key thing for the community, and it's great. The guys are great at the Menz shed. One day I'll be there, but it's a great opportunity to go hang out with the guys. You're retired, you're like, hey, I'm used to working every day. I'm loving working every day, but what are you going to do when it's not? Come hang out with the boys, do some work, help out the community, fix some things up, have a cup of tea. It is awesome. I really support what the Menz shed are doing and the theory and the love behind it. So yeah, it's just been great to see how all this shed's been done. Yeah, as we said, from the site works to the concrete slabs to the guys building it. And then the crew from the Menz shed themselves are actually going to be coming in here shortly. The floor's going to be getting scrubbed. They're going to be sealing it themselves. And then they're going to come and do the internal framing and the fit out themselves. So it's going to be really cool to be able to see them put their own touch on their own shed for the community.
I'm just jealous. I want one myself now.
I think I feel like that every time I see one of our sheds. There's a little bit of jealousy permanently.
In a good way.
In a good way, that's it. So it's awesome. All right, if you've got any questions about this Menz shed we've done in Morrinsville, feel free to hit us up. If you support what's happened for the Menz shed, give us a like. Otherwise, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.